Wireless, a different type of media of communication within the computers, and one of the ones that we got to be aware of, and it is hackable. It has his purpose is in the market. You just got to learn how to use it and use it wisely. Okay, let's talk about another type of security networks. This is a new one. This is one that just started not too long ago. This network, they did them when they started. It wasn't meant to be a network. It was meant to be like a small range and a small thing. It never meant to be as big as it's getting now. Okay, what I'm talking about now is the Bluetooth. Bluetooth is like, you see these phones. Now these phones, they're like mini computers. They're like Bluetooth ready. And then you see these little gadgets. I think I have like one around here. Yeah, I do. Okay. See these little gadgets? You open them and you put them in your ears. See these gadgets, most likely, they are Bluetooth ready. So those gadgets, they've been developed so they enhance our lives. Why? Because they get rid of all these cables. They're small range networks. They're not meant to be like large or like a wireless. Their distance is very restricted. But they're pretty good. They work. Interesting, Dario. But why are you telling me that that's dangerous now? Because they're dangerous because they weren't developed for lower level equipment like cellulars and like those Bluetooth that you just saw. When they were developed for computers. So that's what makes it complex. Remember, everything that has to do with computers has a complexity involved with it because it's made for a technology, and technology has to be studied so it can be understood. Cellulars tend to not be a product that people think has to be studied. You know, people tend to think I buy a cellular, I should just pick it up and turn it on and it should just work. You know, and it is not like that. A cellular. What can a cellular or a Bluetooth on a cellular cost me? Well, it's pretty simple. This is the way it works. Let's say you have a Bluetooth. People usually, when they get this Bluetooth and they want to set it up, they'll get to their phone, they'll do the settings, whatever they got to do, and all they're going to do is it working? Can I hear myself? Is it fine? Done. They will not go in there and see if they are showing the SID or if they're not, or if the Bluetooth is propagating their name or whatever. Most likely, unless they're not very techy, and if they are, they might not know that they have to close it anyway. So this is the way it works. Let's say you get one of these phones, you get one of your Bluetooth, you set it up, but you left your name propagating. Somebody passes by with, like I just showed you before, one of these little computers. You might think, little, this is a computer, full computer, working computer. They pass by with it, and you might think he's playing with a PSP. Yeah, because you see him with you know what he's doing? He might be searching for Bluetooth signals. And by doing so, like I just told you, these phones have a nice gadget, and it is that now you can have in here all your journals, your day calendars, your personal information. Sometimes you have your PIN numbers or whatever, your credit cards. You have your contacts, pictures, videos. Well, these phones, these people pass with those Bluetooth. They pass by and they see your signals. They see your Bluetooth saying the name, propagating your name on the area. They're close to you. They can't be too far. And what they're doing is they're taking all your information and bringing it in their computer. And you're gonna tell me, well, but ain't it supposed to have a password? You know what? Most people leave the default password. They just don't even change it because it is too hard for them to change it. Like sometimes it's hard because it's step, or it's hard because they can't remember it. So they leave the default password. So the person only has to pass by and just type in the default password of your gadget, and he's in it. And he's taking all your information out. And taking it out is dangerous. But imagine yourself this. Taking it out is dangerous. What if they're putting in information? Remember, it's not only about taking out. It also could be about putting in something that could compromise you. So Bluetooth is another technology out there. It's a pretty simple technology. It's a low range, very short range technology of communications. It's dangerous if it's not well equipped and well set up. It's a computer technical thing, and it has to be seen that way so that it can be understood. And you can tell me, well, what this would have to do with computers in reality? You know, how can that put in danger my whole infrastructure? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Laptops are bringing Bluetooth. You probably didn't catch that one, right? Laptops are bringing you Bluetooth, and if they bring the Bluetooth, and the person that has the laptop does not understand what they're doing, and they leave it open, and a person passes by your laptop and see it open, he could get control of your laptop. And once your laptop is in the network, he has control of your laptop, he's in your network. He could create a Trojan horse and leave it in that laptop. When that user connects, he automatically makes or generates an account. He's in your network. You've been infiltrated. And all because your users did not understand how to deal, manage, or work with Bluetooth. Bluetooth, pretty dangerous because it's new. People do not understand it. They're just using it for the fun of using it. And they do not understand if they are securing it or not. So that's what it has to do with Bluetooth. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, now we got to start integrating all this information. We got a lot of data out there. We just said a lot of things, and we got to start integrating all this information. Okay, we are trying to protect our networks. Our networks can be attacked and will be attacked. The community has done studies on this, and empirical information about attacks prove that most companies have been attacked at least 30% of the times in a period of a year. Remember, attacks did not mean only a person trying to get in there. Attacks could be in the means of viruses, could mean in the means of Trojan horses. It could be in the means of even people within your infrastructure. Remember, not only people from the outside want to attack you, you also have your people from the inside that wants to attack you. People doing simple attacks, like the administrator took the rights off that I could put wallpapers. So I want my rights to put wallpapers back, so they figure out ways of hacking the computer to get that to happen. Simple attacks from meaning I just saw information that I would like to have, like a quotation, and how do I get it so that I could act on it, or that I could probably get better pricing on it. The problem with this of security and all these things is we gotta understand it is ways of protecting us from it, but it is also ways that they could attack us and do us real damage. One of the things that we got to understand is what an attack could do to stop my company. For an example, somebody decides that they want to stop your company, the first thing they got to do is coordinate a plan of attack. And they could say, okay, how can I stop that company? The first thing he figures out is, okay, well, they're going to get paid tomorrow. I want to stop them so that they can't pay people tomorrow. So what I first do is I get my purpose. My purpose is stopping them from getting paid. Now I got to develop the means. The means will be, okay, let's do this. We want to get into the network. That we'll leave it for the part of attacking the network. We already said it's different layers. The first layer, we do that with all the knowledge that we have gained from how to get in there. We are already in the network. Now we got to look for the purpose, how we do that purpose. So, well, we said we didn't want them to get paid. What in a logical way will make them not be getting paid? Well, if the printer can't print the checks, well, they're probably not going to get paid. So what you'll do is, most likely, from a 90% of the market, printers now are IP ready. Most likely. We already said the IP is a dangerous part of the network. So most likely this IP will be, and that printer will be open. When we say open, it's the console. Most IT guys forget that those printers are IP and forget to go and close those consoles. They don't put passwords on those consoles. And those consoles are open. So once you type that IP, you're already in the console.